Hey everybody, it's Brian, and you're watching News Guy Camping. Got a really late start tonight. Left the house a little bit late, and just finally got the tent set up and sitting down for a dehydrated meal of Korean-inspired beef from Mountain House. So anyways, thought I'd say hi. It's going on close to 9 o'clock right now. I'm gonna have my dinner, finish putting stuff away, and then turn in for the evening. I'll start with my main video tomorrow. But I'm at Kooser State Park in western Pennsylvania in Somerset County. I'm in a walk-to site, and parking is very close by. I brought a cart. Had a little bit of a mishap. Thank goodness I'm kind of anal retentive about things. And I packed an extra tent just in case. I purchased a tent off of Mac.bid, and I won it for like $7. It's the Nature Hike Ango picnic tent. It goes up really easy. But however, I didn't know it was a picnic size tent. And it's tiny. So me being the anal retentive guy that I am, I brought a backup tent, which is a Nature Hike Cloud Up 3 tent. I was like, screw it. And I went and set up the Nature Hike Cloud Up 3. I'm in Kooser State Park in Somerset, Pennsylvania. And it's right next to the turnpike. I'm in a walk-in campsite. Parking is about 300 feet away. It's not that far. And I'm right next to a stream. Very isolated. The only drawback is that there's a playground right across from us. So it's going to be loud, and I have to be careful with what I record and everything like that because of little kids. I'll tell you all about my week. Did some really interesting things. I was able to go to Pittsburgh Steelers training camp. I don't really enjoy going to a Steelers camp, but I was working for sports instead of news, and things were a lot more controlled, and the flow was there. Once you got into a rhythm, it's very controlled. You're only allowed to shoot so much at certain times. You can't shoot them in formation. You can shoot them stretching and in their individual drills. But as for like formations and special teams, that's a no-no. You're not allowed to. I also got to go to what they call Friday Night Light, where Steelers have a practice at the local high school stadium, Latrobe Municipal Stadium, or Latrobe Memorial Stadium. There was about 13,000 people that showed up for that. And I was able to get a lot of the main characters. Got up and close with Aaron Rodgers, who I'd met a couple times already at camp, and he seems like a really genuine guy, and I hope he can take the Steelers pretty far away, at least into the playoffs this year. It seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders. Well, it has been quite the past 10-15 minutes. I've had to deal with stuck zippers, taking my shoes off after crawling into the tent, and forgetting like things like my camera and my pillow and my sleeping bag outside where it was going to get damp. So yeah, it's been quite the adventure. Anyways, inside the tent, I'm going to just pack it up for the evening, have a nice little quiet night, watch a little bit of YouTube, catch up on my subscriptions, Paul Mesner, Good Bloke Outdoors, and Luke from the Outdoor Gear Review. Yeah, it's I need a lot of catching up to do. Thank goodness I have a service here and some downloads that I can catch up with. I'm going to get comfortable, put my sleeping bag on, get into it a little bit. It's supposed to get down to 60 tonight, and hopefully I'll be nice and warm. I should be. The tent is well ventilated. I'm sitting up in this tent, and I have like tons of headroom. I don't know if you can see it, but and I'm not even in the middle. I'm over towards the end where it comes down a little bit. See, it comes down like right about here. You can see here's the top and comes down here. But this will do just fine tonight. Yeah, this will do just fine tonight. It should be okay. I have a nice little stream going by. Got the bugs making their little chirp noises and everything. And it's not supposed to rain. Famous last words. But it should be a pretty interesting evening. Can't wait to talk to you guys tomorrow. I'll show you that little miniature tent that I thought was a full-size tent, but it wasn't. I hope everybody has a good evening, good night, and sleep well. And God bless. See you in the morning, God willing. Well, good morning. It's like 20 till 4. Saturday morning. And my old man bladder reared its ugly head, so I had to get up and pee. And now I'm having a hard time going back to sleep. So I'd be awake anyways at this time because our dog at home likes to eat around this time. So I guess he's trained me to try and get up at this time. But I'm going to be going back to sleep here in a little bit. It's about 58 degrees outside right now, and I am really comfortable. My head's a little cold, but I'm not complaining too much, but you lose a lot of body heat through the top of your head. I slept well, really well actually. I think the last time I looked at the clock was like 10:30ish, maybe quarter to 11, and I've only heard one animal screeching. It sounded like a fox. Anyways, I'm going to go back to sleep, or try to at least. If not, it's back on the phone. But this is a really nice spot. I don't think a whole lot of people know about this, and right now I'm reaping the benefit of it. It's good to know that there's places like this around. So anyways, I'll head on back to sleep. Crossed fingers. I will see you guys in the morning for coffee. And all right, back to sleep. Well, good morning for the second time. Oh, boy, did I sleep well after falling back asleep again. Felt good. Now it's time to get up and get some coffee. Well, let's go do that. Well, good Saturday morning, everybody. I hope you all slept well the night before. My wife just texted me, so we're going to have to get back to this. Hang on one second. So that wasn't my wife that just texted me. It was, "Hi, this is Lisa. I saw your profile on LinkedIn," and another spam. Great. So anyways, like I was saying, I hope everybody slept well. I got off to a start in the middle of the night when I had to pee, and did that and went back to sleep. It took about an hour, but I finally fell back asleep. Woke up just a little bit before 8 o'clock. Had a really comfortable sleep. It got right around a really comfortable level where my sleeping bag handled it really well. I think it's rated to 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and it got down to about 57. So, not too bad. I got some coffee, letting it cool down a little bit. Gonna have to run out and get some more firewood. Luckily, they sell it down the road down here. I think it's just like $5 a bundle or something like that, so I'll grab some. And just spend the day hanging out, chilling, telling you a couple stories, and enjoying the quietness. I wanted to show you the little stream that runs by here. It is so peaceful. So I'm going to stop right now. I'm going to text my wife and see how she's doing, and enjoy some coffee here. So, good morning to everybody, all of my subscribers. Thank you again for being a subscriber. I don't know why you put up with me, but thank you very much, and hope you have a good start to your day. So I'm just going to have a little bit of breakfast here. USA MRE cheese and crackers. Hey, someone has to eat it, right? God, that's awful. In fact, I'm going to need to make more coffee to help wash it down. I mean, it's not bad. It's Cheese Whiz and very dry crackers. Not even any salt on the cracker. But I'm really looking forward to digging into my French MRE. I may make that for lunch. I think I'm going to order possibly a German 24-hour ration next and try that. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. It was either that or a British MRE. I've seen a couple of reviews of the German ones online. Germs MRE. If you haven't seen his channel, please subscribe to his channel. Also, Ration Nerd, I've said that before. But Germs is, he's incredible. I love his videos. Great sense of humor. I love how he puts his outtakes at the end. And he makes a germ killer cocktail at the end usually. And but his stuff is fantastic. I always look forward to seeing his reviews of MREs and this taste test and what concoctions he comes up with mixing them around and everything like that. So yeah, go subscribe to Germs, JERMS I'll put his link down here at the bottom. I'm going to go make some more coffee, finish my wonderful cheese spread and crackers, and I'll be back and I'll tell you how my week was. It's around 11 o'clock, almost lunchtime. And I thought I would tell you guys what I covered this week. This week I covered Steelers training camp out in Latrobe at St. Vincent College. And then I also headed off over to Latrobe Memorial Stadium to cover their Friday night practice. Over 13,000 people showed up. It was pretty interesting. I'll throw some pictures up. Was able to see some of the guys, talk to Cam Hayward a little bit off the record, and met Aaron Rodgers a couple times. Really impressed with him. He seems like he's legit. He's not the flake that everybody portrays him as. He seems like a solid guy. One of the best quotes was, he says, "Well, I'm going to just say it because I can say what I want," because he's a veteran. And he gave his, thoughts on preseason and how it's meaningless. It's not real football, and I agree with him. Spent a whole lot of time out at camp. I worked with a really good sports reporter, Ashley Leotis. She's fantastic. And I also got to connect with some people I don't always see. Ian with Channel 2 and Paul with Channel 11. Jenna and Shelby, they're reporters, and it was nice. It was real nice. I got to see some press writers. Mark Cavalli, he's a grumpy guy, but was also up there for when Pat McAfee's show was there. That was a madhouse. But we had a really good time. We also had a one-on-one interview with Art Rooney II, the owner of the Steelers, and did an interview about their upcoming trip to Ireland for the, I believe it's September 28th, their game against the Vikings in Croke Park in Ireland. So back in 1997, the Steelers went to Ireland, played a football game there against the Chicago Bears. It was a preseason game. So they were able to get there a week beforehand, practice, get the culture of Ireland and meet the people and try and introduce American football there. This time coming up, they're not going to be able to stay as long because it's a regular season game. They have to fly over on a Friday, games on Sunday, then fly back. It's a little bit of a rushed trip, so to speak. But the heritage is there, and I don't know who they're going to send. I don't think it's going to be me because I'm not really a sports guy, even though I do have a passport. But it would be nice to go over and see. I have an acquaintance on TikTok that I kind of know of. His name's Colm Hand, and he's a videographer for RTE. So Colm, if you watch this, hey, how are you? It's Brian. And hope to see you over there if I go over. If not, hope to see coverage of you, what you cover over there. I think I'm gonna start preparing my lunch. It's a French MRE, the REIR. It's a smaller version of their 24-hour ration. It's like a meal. It's just like a 8-hour ration, I guess you would call it. I got it from the gentleman who Ration Nerd buys his rations from. I'll put his name down here on the bottom. I can't pronounce it. So really easy to deal with, fantastic guy, very responsive to get back to you. And I'm looking to buy in a couple more this upcoming week. Also, as you can see, I took down that other tent. I think I actually kind of broke it, or actually snapped some of the supports. They can snap back in, but yeah, it's just for like a day thing. If you're going to go to a park or something and want shelter, but it's not good for overnight camping. And that, like I said, that's on this idiot right here. So, what do you get in a French MRE or a REIR, French REIR MRE? Well, let's see. This is the menu number 3, sans pork. Okay, well, first thing you get is the small heating kit, the Esbit stove, an original Esbit stove. So we'll be using that to heat our stuff up. You get a package of tissue / toilet paper, I'm assuming. A packet of instant coffee, which is always good. You get a 70% chocolate bar. I got a boo-boo. I know. The drama. Horror. Blood. See? All better. Oh, sorry. Sorry. All better now. Actually, I'm going to go do a quick change of my top because I got blood all over it. I'll be right back. So me being the total dumbass that I am, I left my microphone on, but it was on my hoodie, my sun hoodie. So I don't know what this recorded or what it didn't record. I'm pretty sure it didn't record my voice from all the way over on that table over there. So I'll just give you a recap of what it looked like or what it is. Liver pate, chicken liver pate, excellent. The nougat with fruit, perfect. Sweet, crunchy, chewy, what a nougat should be. Really good. The beef meatballs, really good. Esbit stove heated up pretty well. I've had one dry meatball so far, but like I said, the the more you warm it up, the moister it gets. That's what she said. Should I have the caramel cake? What the hell? You only live once, right? Okay, it's more like a chocolate pudding. Or a caramel pudding, excuse me. I don't know. Like a very soft chocolate cake or caramel or whatever it is. Let's see. Okay, it's like a caramel sponge cake. Not the most flavorful, but not too bad. According to Google Translate, this translated to cake with semolina cake with caramel. Explains how it fell apart then. Okay. And it says the chef's donuts. I don't know if you can see that. Well, it's better than I guess it being the chef's nuts. I'm right near a trail here, so there are a couple people walking by. I'll take you down the trail for a little bit, and we'll see. We'll do a walking tour of the trail. I don't want to go too far. I'll leave my stuff here, but not too bad. Here's my tent, the Cloud Up 3. My fire that is going out right now, I don't really need it because it's well, it's really cool outside right now, and the bugs aren't really bothering you, so that's not bad. But I'll show you how close I am to the stream right here. Yeah. That's remarkable. One of the nicest spots around. Nicest spots I've been to. That's pretty dang good. Like I said, I have my tent and my old man cart. Yeah. Literally, the parking is like right over here. And you don't have that far to walk, but if you have some stuff and you don't want to make a couple trips, then that comes in handy. But this is my Cloud Up 3 by Nature hike. And pretty nice. I like how the campsite has these camping pads of mulch. Makes it nice and comfortable to pitch your tent. Made it really easy. Makes it easy to stake out because the ground is soft and you can get really good ventilation right there. Yeah, and the back part. Yep. So let me take you over here. Well, over here is the little bit of a playground, and show you the trail, and we'll go on that for just a little bit. The Tree Army Trail. That looks really nice. Nice little walking trail. I have to take part of that and see. Over here is playground, swing set, and it has a sand surface on it, so it's nice and soft for the kids. 2 full-size swings and a little kiddie swing. Not too bad. And the woods all around it make a really nice little play area over here with a slide and a couple of little treehouse forts or whatever you want to call them. There's a few little picnic tables and some grills. This is spot 37 over here. Comes with a 2 picnic tables, fire ring, place to put your tent pad, a lantern hook over there. I don't know if you could see it. It's up over here. If you have a kerosene lantern or something. I have to say, this is so secluded. Yeah, there's kids around and traffic from Route 31. But as for being in an area by yourself, it's not too bad. See, this is awesome right here. This is just great. Look at that big tree fell across the water there. But they have this nice little bridge to the walking path for the trail. I mean, this is just spectacular. And it kind of makes a guy like me I'm gonna get out and walk around and see what's going on here. I gotta get my exercise in, but I mean, this is nice. This is quiet. Yeah. This has quickly become my favorite spot. Follow the blue diamond, the trail. This goes on a good ways. I don't think I'm gonna walk it all that much. I'm just gonna take a look and see. I hate to leave my stuff behind. I hear voices. And I don't want to videotape little kids. So I'm going to turn around and come back. I got these shoes. These are Merrill Trail Runners. I forget the actual name. I'll put it up there. These things are the most comfortable tennis shoe or trail shoe I ever had. I got them for work actually because I wanted something that would dry out real easily, and my Nikes were not cutting it. Every time they'd get wet, they'd squeak for like 3 or 4 days and I couldn't wear them. And these things dry in like 15 minutes. With these, I think I'm gonna start taking a lot more hikes. Oh. Wonder who lives in there. Fairies or leprechauns? Or a hobbit? The bridge again. And back to home sweet home, coming through here. Maybe I'll do it later. So I just took a little trip to the men's room, and this is part of the campground here, the loop. I'm just gonna take a little walk back to my part. This is a nice area. I mean, nice open spaces, electrical hookups. You can fit large and small campers here. And you have the campground host right here. Really nice place. There are a lot of spaces. They have these water fountains for people. And they also have the pet fountain right there. So that's neat. And they have public dump sites and everything down the road. Self-serve firewood place on the honor system. And ice if you need it, which is nice. Nice place to take a walk. Here's somebody with a tent in a camp spot here. Someone with a tent. Nice tent. Nice little setup with an awning. And they have these pet areas with doggy-doo bags and everything. There's a lake up this area, up here. I don't think you're able to swim in it at this time. Story time. This is a true story that happened to me when I was working in Cleveland. I had finished our morning live shots, and I get a call to go to a little bit of spot news. I get the call to go to East 65th and Bessemer. Not the greatest of neighborhoods, but not the worst either. And I asked what it is. The desk says, "You're not going to believe this. It's a giant rooster attacking cars." I said, "Seriously?" She says, "That's what came over the radio." So, okay, I drive out there, and my mind is like imagining like a giant, like Godzilla-sized rooster knocking over cars and houses and everything like that. But realistically, I know it's not what it is, but it could be someone's chicken if they have chickens in their backyard chasing after people. Okay, well, I get out to the area, and I don't see anything. No carnage, no feathers, no nothing. I don't see anything like that. I do see, however, fire trucks on the next block. So I'm thinking, maybe that's it. So I head on over, and there's a house fire. And I call in and I tell my people, "Hey, there's no giant chicken attacking cars or no giant rooster attacking cars." And there is this house fire, however. So I ask them if they want me to go and shoot that. And they say, "Well, yeah, of course." So I shoot the house fire, and as I'm packing up, a couple of Cleveland cops are standing, at the edge of the scene, and I asked them, "Hey, did you guys get a report of a giant rooster attacking cars?" And they started to laugh. And they're like, yeah, we did. Well, it turns out that it was actually a giant Rottweiler, or a big Rottweiler. Let's put it that way, a big Rottweiler. And some drunk guy saw it who was walking by, and the dog was chasing after cars. So he called it in thinking that this dog was going to either get hit or actually catch a car. Who knows? But that was a giant rooster attacking cars. I never did find out if they ever did find a giant rooster attacking cars, but it seems kind of unlikely. But later that same morning, I was asked to go out to SeaWorld in Aurora, Ohio, when it was still out there at the time, and do a story about the new penguin exhibit that was there. And I asked my desk what it was with all the bird stories today. And I kid you not, they replied over the radio with, "Well, I guess you're just having a foul day." Ugh. After that little story, I think it's time to get another fire going. The little gnats and nits are coming out, and they're starting to get a little buggy, or bugging me. How about that? So I'm gonna put a little fire together here and come back and talk a little bit more, I guess. It's getting around 5:15 here on Saturday. I don't want to eat too late. I think I'm gonna make an early dinner tonight, and should be pretty good. I'm gonna make some kibasi. That's what I usually always make when I'm out, and I have some Indian rice. So I'm gonna get to chopping up the sausage right now and get that a little bit fried up. Making some lemon poha. It's lemon flavored flattened rice. Saw it on Amazon, thought I'd try it out. Sounds pretty good. Says to stir and cover. 4 minutes. Okay then, that's what we'll do. Boy, does this smell good. All right. Dinner made. Smells great. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. And with the sausage. Hopefully it'll taste just as good as it looks. Let me try the rice first. Very savory. A little bit spicy. Let's try some of the rice with some of the sausage with the rice. Yeah, that's good. That's real good. Talking about being aware of your surroundings and everything. I was in Cleveland, and we would do morning live shots sometimes, beauty shots, sunrises, beautiful scenery, just something to put over between breaks in the news and going into commercial, coming out of commercials and everything. And I went down to the East 55th Marina down in Cleveland and was getting like the boats and the water and views of the city back, looking back towards the city. Did my live shots, you know, in our old trucks we would have a big gas powered generator. I had TV on so I could monitor what was going on. I had an earpiece in so I could listen to our director tell me when to be prepared for bump shots and whatever. And so 7 o'clock rolls around. I break down, head back to the station, and about 15, 20 minutes later, I get asked actually, were you over at the East 55th Marina? I'm like, yeah. And Lisa, my desk assignment editor, goes, they just found a woman that was assaulted there. I'm like, well, I didn't do it, first of all. And Lisa's husband was a Cleveland police officer. And so she was tuned into a lot of things. But she's like, yeah, I know. Do you want to go down there, see if there's a scene? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I head back. And there wasn't a scene, but apparently what had happened was they have, to describe the marina, there's a parking lot. And then there's like rocks going down. And then there's like a walkway and a break wall. A walkway where people fish and stuff like that, hang out. And a stone break wall to break up the waves with the rocks and everything like that from Lake Erie. And apparently this woman was only like 35 to 40 feet away from my live truck. And she had been assaulted there earlier in that evening and left there. And so she was in between where I was, which was up high in the parking lot, and in between the walkway, which was down below. She was in like a grassy hillside area right below me. And if she was crying out for help or whatever, I never heard her. Because of the generator in my earpiece, I never heard anything that was going on. And you talk about feeling horrible. Talk about feeling bad about a situation. Something that you could have helped out another human being with. Yeah, it still haunts me to this day. That I could have helped that woman. I could have been there for her. And I wasn't, because I didn't know. And I was distracted with my job. And yeah, I'm that still bothers me to this day. Still, it's I could have been there and helped her, and I was just unaware. Yeah, so kind of depressing. But I hope she's okay wherever she is today, and I hope she's recovering from that trauma. And yeah, sad situation. Sad situation for sure. Well, just as Liam from Good Bloke Outdoors loves to watch his football, I, as a American, like to watch my American football. And I'm watching the Pittsburgh Steelers. and see how they're going to do this year. Like I said, though, I'm more of a hockey guy, but I do appreciate what the Steelers do. A little hot chocolate here. You saw me make it. Very hot. I'll let that sit for a while. But here we go.
Some of the stuff we see in the training camp, another flag flies, short gainer to the sideline, but again, we have a penalty. Under the spotlight a lot tonight. They did a nice job of resetting his.
Had a really good time here. It's been so peaceful. Even with the woman walking through my campsite and looking like into my tent. She didn't open it, but she looked into it. This area is, I'm tree covered here. It's nice and cool because I'm in the mountains. I'm around 2,400 feet, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, I'm about 2,300, 2,400 feet above sea level in the mountains here. Not huge, not high, but enough to make it cool, enough to make it comfortable. And I have to tell you, I'm so impressed with this place. I'm gonna finish up my hot chocolate and take a little trip to the restroom one more time before it gets too dark. And I'm gonna stretch out and watch some football and see how things are going with YouTube. Catch up with that. I didn't catch up too much last night. I kind of fell asleep. I guess I'll talk to you after a little bit. Okay? See you inside the tent. I'm going to be nice and cozy here tonight. It's supposed to probably get down a little bit colder than it was last night. Right now it is, what does it say it is? It is 68 degrees and the low is 56. So it's supposed to be 1 or 2 degrees colder than it was last night. But I do have a secret weapon. And that wasn't it. That noise was not it, by the way. That boom. I have this. It's the Nature Hike. Little butane heater. And this thing is incredible. I saw this on the Outdoor Gear Review with Luke. And he wasn't joking when he said that this thing puts out a good amount of heat. And I just wanted to warm up the tent a little bit before I have the vestibule. I have the door closed, but I don't have it zipped up. There's a lot of airflow in here, so I'm not worried about that. Yeah, it's pretty remarkable. Nice and toasty, and I'm getting a good amount of heat out of it. Should keep me nice and warm. I'm going to shut it off here in a little bit, and I'll turn it on a little bit longer before I go to bed. Getting a little bit of a little burning smell here, but nothing major. I have it on a aluminum little table here off the ground, off the plastic, and I have some good space around. I'm not going to run it all night. I just want to make it a little bit toasty in here. So everybody, I'm going to say goodnight for tonight, and God willing, I'll see you in the morning. I hope you all have a good night, and God bless, and I'll see you in the morning. Everybody take care. Well, good morning, everybody. It's 20 after 7. Sunday morning. Yeah, Sunday morning. Slept really well. Woke up a couple times because of the old man bladder. And last time I was up for maybe about an hour. That was around, I think maybe it was around 4. And I was up for about another hour. I was awake for about an hour. And finally I got tired enough that I went back to sleep for a little bit. It was a very nice night, very comfortable night. I have to say, this nature hike, 3-in-1 tent heater, was phenomenal. It kept it so cozy in here. And I have it turned down to its lowest setting because it's a small tent. But it was remarkably warm in here. Very comfortable. Wasn't chilly like the night I was before because I thought it wasn't going to get down that low, but it did. This thing kept me so nice and warm. I suggest if you have a tent, even a bigger one, this little butane stove here will keep you warm, and it kept me warm for the whole night, and it's still burning. Well, time to get packed up in here. I have to be out of here by 3 o'clock. I'm going to be out here way before that. I hope everybody has a good week out there. Thanks for joining in. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, first time viewer, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends, leave me a comment what you thought. Talk to me about anything, ask me questions. Anyways, like I say, I'm going to go out and I'm going to make some coffee. And then I'll say my goodbyes outside. But, all right, thanks. Well, that was a fun little weekend camp. So I'm going to sign off for now. I just want you guys to know that I care about y'all. Thank you for all my subscribers, old and new. If you like this video, please hit the like button and the subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, if this is your first time seeing this. I try and put out a video once every week, once every 2 weeks. I'm going to throw in some more shorts in here. But tell your friends if they're into camping or just idiots that like to talk about things to a little camera here. Take care, everybody. And like I always say, stay off the news.